Good morning and welcome back to another video. This is all I have preserved at the first half of the summer. Over here we have already all the rhubarb things I've made, so I've made a dedicated video about it. Make sure to check it out in case you're interested. I made rhubarb banana jam, then I made just rhubarb, and then I experimented and made rhubarb ginger, and at the end I made rhubarb syrup. But the rest of the things I have not really filmed because it was happening behind the scenes. It was my mom over here, so she was making most of the jams while we were working. So we're gonna get started with the things we have in our garden, which was all the raspberries and blackcurrants. So let's see those clips if I have any, and then I'm gonna move on to the rest of the things.
I actually don't have any clips of making the raspberry jam. All the clips I have is from some raspberries that I filmed and also collecting and harvesting some raspberries. And I actually also don't remember making the raspberry jam. Only thing I remember is that I collected a lot of raspberries one day before we left for my surgery. And as you can see, I froze all of them to make a jam later on, which I completely forgot. And as you can see, I have, I think, 3 kilos of frozen raspberries, which is really good. And also some other blackcurrants. And yeah, speaking about blackcurrants, here is the blackcurrant jam. I have a very small amount of the clips. I think we did it 1-to-1 nearly, like 1 kilo of berries to nearly 1 kilo of sugar. And here you can see again, I sterilized the glasses in the oven, and I think we boiled it for like roughly 10 to 15 minutes. And this jam we usually don't blend, we keep the pieces. And since it's my mom's favorite jam and she made it, she also kept the pieces because she likes it that way, and we also don't mind.
Then we also experimented and wanted to make leather, fruit leather, so we made this one with red currants. So that's what you're gonna see now. So as you saw, I did preserve it in a glass container and they're still fine. Some people also wrap them with a baking paper, or they put it in sugar and then put them in a glass. But this way it works fine and they're nice and dry inside. And then we're moving to this side over here, which is everything we made from peaches. Our neighbors had way too many peaches, and actually the branches from the peaches broke off, so they had a lot of peaches. I don't think I filmed anything of that from collecting or anything, just preserving. So let's see those clips and then I'm going to show you more of what we have here.
So for the peach jam, again, that is all I filmed. My mom did all the work of taking out all the seeds of every single peach. And as you can see, the first batch, we made it into a jam. So we let in sugar, we boiled it, typical jam, and then we filled it up in the glass jars. This one turned out a bit more liquidy. We should maybe have added either the gel sugar or pectin. Next up, we did the compote, and as you saw, we also added some basil inside, something that my mom had read. And I must say, it did not taste too strong. You could tell that there's some basil maybe if you know it. And yeah, that's all the clips I have. I also filmed a bit of labeling just to prove that we did label them. We did not leave them without a label like most of the years. But before we move on to the rest of the video, I also have clips of us trying our first peaches. I was really excited for that, so here you go. You will enjoy our raw reaction of us trying our first peaches.
So we have the 31st of July of 2024 and we are about to eat our first peaches. We have 3, but at least we have 1 for each of us. So let's cut it open and we're gonna eat half of it.
It only took 2 years to produce peaches.
Actually, less even. Ooh, they're juicy. And they're nice and soft. I think a bit too soft. Ooh. No, not too late. Ooh, the smell.
It's a perfect peach.
It's perfect.
3, 2, 1.
Wow. That's like pure sugar. That's good. So we should definitely get more because it's definitely worth it.
Yeah,
They're delicious.
no problem to grow here. It's better than the store. I don't think I've eaten that good.
Okay. So there's 1 more for us to share and 1 for my mom and my brother to share. So let's bring them inside. Yeah, give myself.
Juicy.
The best, no?
Sounds like paid actor.
No, honestly.
Well, they're honestly sweet.
It's too sweet. I feel like it's way too sweet.
So ready. Yeah.
Yeah, ready. Like it's really sweet.
Maybe too ready.
Maybe, but it's like really sweet. I don't know how this one is.
I couldn't imagine in Latvia to grow
Yes,
like these
no.
peaches.
Definitely for me, it was like a Greek fruit for some reason.
And the little syrup I made with from the neighbors was also very sweet.
Yeah. So definitely, we gotta hurry up and get as many as possible to fill up the whole back top of peaches.
Not
and
only apples.
No,
2
actually,
hectares of peaches.
Actually, we had also the apricot that we ate, which we didn't film. It was like a tiny little apricot that we shared, me and David. And that was the best apricot I've ever had. So definitely we're getting more of those. So my brother off camera said, "Where's more? Is that it? Where's more?" And I said, "We only had 3." And he's like, "Is that the only one you have?" I was like, "Yeah, how many times a year does it produce?" So clearly he loved it. And we have to plant more, just for him.
And lastly, before we end this video, as you can see, we also have our first plums this year. And they were the most delicious plums I have ever eaten. We don't have a video of us trying them. I don't even remember the first time trying them because we were trying them slowly as they were getting readier and readier because we were so excited. And the secret is, do not pick them from the tree. Wait for them to fall because that's when they are the most delicious. And it was kind of like a routine for us. Every morning we went under the tree and checked for the plums that had fallen down.
So as you said, we made peach jam, and this time we also didn't put any jam sugar. That's why it's a bit more liquidy, and we I think didn't boil it enough. But we also experimented this time and put basil from the garden, which you actually can taste a bit, but it has kind of like a nice taste, not too strong. And we also made some compote. Well, it's not really the compote you have with the seed. My mom unseeded them, so it's more like a, I don't know, liquidy jam compote type of thing. So you can put on pancakes and ice cream. So that's what we have over here. And lastly, we also made some strawberry jam. I don't think we filmed anything of that because it's, as you see, only 3 glasses. So that is pretty much it. All the things we did so far this summer. And thanks to my mom, because she did most of, I think, all the other jams besides the rhubarb. My voice is not leaving. And if you didn't know, I had a surgery, thyroidectomy, so yeah, sorry for my voice. I already did a video before, so it's kind of like leaving the more I talk. But make sure to subscribe because there's a lot more coming, and I will be doing a full-on everything I preserved this year. Because as I said, this is not it. We have, I don't think it's even gonna fit in all this table, everything we want to preserve this year, so it's gonna be exciting. And actually this year we barely preserved any other things from red currants and black currants and raspberries, because we still have a lot, and we didn't make any juices, any syrups. We have done that in the past. We still have a lot left. And yeah, we tried out new things this year because, yeah, as I said, we have way too many still left over from the past years. But this one is the first time. So yeah, it's pretty exciting trying out new things in our homestead. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.